You have already learned that performance-based learning is the overarching teaching approach utilized by the entire nation right now. In a previous segment, you learned that this approach claims to maximize learning by basing performance on measurable outcomes. Teachers must do three things: describe what students are expected to accomplish or perform. These are learning objectives for content, academic language, and learning strategies. They need to detail what kind of evidence will substantiate this performance. This is your evaluation or assessment tool. And they need to design learning activities that will accumulate the desired evidence. In other words, classroom and homework activities. You also found out that all of this is not really up to the teacher. State departments of education work with the recommendations proposed by national professional organizations in the content areas and approved by the U.S. Department of Education to publish standards documents that spell out what students should know and be able to do. For our state, they are called the Sunshine State Standards. A classroom teacher plans instruction using these standards at the specific grade level. The Sunshine State Standards are affected by Florida law, or statute. We've already learned about the Meta Agreement, also known as the Florida Consent Decree, the outcome of a Supreme Court case which influenced the Sunshine State Standards, and that now English language proficiency standards for beginners, intermediates, and advanced students are included within the language arts standards. The Florida State Legislature also frequently revises or amends the Sunshine State Standards. In this segment, you'll look at 3 times when that happened. Here's the timeline. In 1994, the Florida Legislature passed Florida Statute 1003.42, which replaces Florida Statute 1003.061, requiring public schools to teach the history of the Holocaust in a manner that leads to an investigation of human behavior, an understanding of the ramification of prejudice, racism, and stereotyping, an examination of what it means to be a responsible and respectful person for the purposes of encouraging tolerance of diversity in a pluralistic society and for nurturing and protecting democratic values and institutions. Also in 1994, the Florida Legislature amended the statute requiring all teachers in Florida public schools across all subject area disciplines and at each grade level K through 12 provide instruction that includes the history of African Americans, including the history of African peoples, the political conflicts that led to the development of slavery, the passage to America, the enslavement experience, abolition, and the contributions of African Americans to society. The Commissioner's Task Force on African American History developed curriculum frameworks for grades pre-K to 12. This infusion model is organized and designed according to developmental ranges, each with an interdisciplinary theme. This allows teachers flexibility in adapting curriculum content to the needs and experiences of students. These frameworks recommend a format and content focus that emphasize a humanities-based, multicultural approach for all levels of instruction. In 1998, the statute was further amended to include the study of Hispanic contributions to the United States and the study of women's contributions to the United States. You'll have a chance to see the law yourself. Go ahead and get started on your Critical Assignment 1 now and find out how classroom teachers have planned classroom instruction and activities so that they are multicultural.